Well, 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 here we are again. We are looking at some raw drawings. Oftentimes when I come here, I have things that are in progress and we're trying to push the drawing into greater detail. This is not the case. Today we are building from scratch, not quite from scratch, but I have a script here and we're going to follow the script. We're going to try something different. So life is as such. This scene is from Colonel Spitz's portion of the story. And let's see here. I'm not going to talk too much out loud about it, but just to give you some context at the beginning of the video or the beginning of the stream. Yeah, let's go for it. All right. Okay, so there's a big long line here. For the purpose of stricter rules, will not be obtained for the votes purposes of stricter rules. That's not going to work. The votes for, we'll just say 4 stricter rules will not be obtained in this next vote. Too many cats require less regulation. They see regulation as a way to restrict their lives. Okay, so it's mostly going to be dialogue in this panel, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Played some video games over the weekend. That was kind of nice. All right, so we got ourselves an officer here. So I'm not sure exactly what he's going to look like. I'd like to start drawing without building models of what I want to draw. That would be pretty nice, honestly. But that's kind of how I developed. Well, I don't think that's true either. Actually, the way I developed my skills was by starting from the eyes and then just building around it. But I would like to... Right now, kind of what I do is I sketch, resketch, and then resketch again. So I got some stuff to work on. Let's give him a little hat, maybe. Okay, so then we got this. Never get the anatomy quite right. I want these guys, yeah, to kind of be like this. Maybe move this around a little bit. Oh, computer. Imagine if I didn't use a computer for this. So maybe we bring the diagram down here. It says, oh, this is really what we got going on here. Vote, breakdown. Maybe we could do X's and O's. Yeah, we can't do this drawing. This was going to be a cool graph, but it's not going to work in black and white. So we could just do maybe something like this. Better. Yes. Little bit of chill hop for your day. So then maybe right here what we could do is we could make this into a board, something like this. We could put some exposition around here to give some understanding for where we're at, where this environment is at. But basically we would say ye, nay. We'll say, how would you say, how many would actually be in there? Maybe 10,000. Yay, 10,435. Nays would be 12,623. And then we say next resolution. say next resolution vote. Interesting thing here. Okay, so, oh goodness. So I wonder where do we put the dialogue bubble here? So he's going to talk for a while. Or maybe we split it up into two. This is a little bit more complex, huh? Where do we put this information? I think the way that we'll do this is we will, in theory, go for this, just for this one panel. We would have some dialogue here, and then we'd have the information here, and then maybe we have another line right here. Okay, so then the actual thing is probably more like a square. See, I generally draw these really large situations. You know what's funny? When I start talking, so I don't really talk to myself that much. I do a little bit though. But when I start talking, the kitty's like, "You talking to me?" No, Kiki, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to really nobody. So let's drop this. Oh, let's blow it up a little bit. So I think this is going to be a square drawing. Okay, so then we got this one. Let's let this be, okay? I'm actually going to shrink this down because we got to figure out what this layout really looks like. I think we're going to go with, how many panels would this be? So for 35, this would be 2 lines. So this would be 1 panel. 1 panel. Maybe we have like a reverse shot. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe we do a thing where, okay, so we got a square here. I got too many things in my hands. So maybe we do, oh, where's my printout? This is my cheat sheet. This is a Jack Kirby. Can you see this? It's a Jack Kirby. There's too much light over here. Jack Kirby page layouts. So we're going to borrow from one of the best. And so it looks like this is going to be a square. Kind of interesting. So this could be maybe something like square, square, square. So we have this one. And then we would have, can't go willy-nilly. This would be 2 maybe. Oh, okay, so if there's 2 here, the layout changes actually because we want to be able to see Colonel Spitz. We're actually going to see him. Maybe this is one of those situations where it's like this and he says something. So if you got 2 up top, or we could do a large drawing where he's like right here and the table kind of goes like this, or what would the table do? Like kind of like this. Or we do 2 up top. No, he doesn't have anything that actually satisfies this requirement. He does 2 up top and then 2 or 1 down below. I wonder what that's about. I wonder why. Please don't chew on my feet, kitty. No. No. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see what we come up with. Do some drawings. Kitty? Kitty, be careful. I would hate to kick the kitty out, but since I'm talking, kitty's like, oh, this is about me. Update, everybody. I think Charlie might be a girl. Not that it matters. All right. So let's drop this down a little bit. Let's see what we come up with. This is kind of interesting. This might actually be the most interesting kind of phase of the streams because I'd really like to look at how I approached this later. All right. And so the next one is, maybe I tape this up for reference. Be careful, Katie. I don't want to roll on your toes. Oh my God, can you imagine the screech she'd let out? She and or he. Hold on, let me get a piece of tape. Oh, there's gotta be tape in here. Yeah, let's put it right here. I think that might work. That might work. We'll see. We'll test it out. Okay. Stop attacking my toes. Stop. Seriously. You want to say hi? Come say hi, kitty. Come here. This is a very aggressive kitty. Always biting. See that? Got her on camera biting my paws. Hey, I'll kick you out of the office. All right. I think she's ornery. I'm going to have to kick her out. I didn't want to have to do this, kitten. That's too bad. I love my girl. Is that what my back looks like? Ah, man. I'm a bit of never mind. Okay. So we go from this drawing to this other one, which is a response. Maybe we could do a reverse shot. So then you would say kind of like this guy. And then we could put the dialog box right here. So this dialog box would go right here, like this, and then maybe we do a second one right here. Cool, not too bad. And then we put one right here. And then what we can do is, all right, so let's get rid of this. Let's maybe put this a little bit larger. Okay, like this. And so I think what we would have is something like, it might be good to extend this, oh, sorry y'all. As long as my employer doesn't see what I'm doing during my remote work time, everything will be fine. Okay, so it's a lot smaller. We're going with, let's canvas size. Let's say the height should be more like 7,000. Okay, that's a little bit better, but I think still a little big. So let's bring it down a little bit. What is it? 5'8", I think is really the size. So this actually might work fine. This doesn't feel right though. Which is not a good indication of how to handle this. Let's do 6,000. Yeah, proceed with your work. So maybe we'll put one right up here in this spot. And then the next drawing would go right here in this next spot. Very nice. Now this is how you make a comic book. It only took me 4 years, 3 years to learn. Maybe 4 years. So we got this. So let's maybe make this one a little bit bigger. Let's figure out where things go. So we'll go like this and this. And then what we'll do is we'll put one right here. We'll have to make those even smaller maybe. All right, and then we'll make this a line. Where's the other spit stuff? Oh, I don't know. So what we could do is we could have this like this, and then we have a couple cats. Everyone's looking at the boss like, huh, what's the boss saying? And there's exposition here, you know, whatever. And then the boss says something like, let's see if we can close this in. Nope, didn't work. Let's do it this way so we don't take as many risks. Definitely got to move faster, my friends. We got to move faster. Otherwise, this career's dead in the water. Which it might already be. But that's okay. Got to keep fighting. You know, you got fight left in you. Okay, so then we have this and this. So we have these guys. Maybe you're a little bit smaller. Yeah, and some exposition there. And then so the thought bubble is the whole thing is a bit too broad, focusing on gaining the majority. So I would say maybe we'll move you over a little bit. But the line isn't really that large. So we could actually put the dialogue box right here. Oops. Too broad, yada yada. That should be enough. Something like this. And then we'll put exposition in here. Okay, so then that gets us one page here. Maybe we do both lines in this one too. So we would say, yeah, but how? Yeah, but how? And then all right, so we got a couple of them here. Might have to resize this. I guess this is actually the time to work that out. So let's block this out. I'm actually going to call this page 1. What is this? No, let's have another one. So then we have this page 1. So then I think the next page, so if this was on the left side, in theory, this is on the left side. The next one would be maybe something like... maybe we do something kind of a close-up. Yeah, but how? So maybe Spitz says, ooh, where's my Spitz work? Where's that Spitz work at? We got to get his anatomy down. Oh, so he's got like crooked ears. So we're going to have to commit to these crooked ears. The thing I like about cartooning is, you know, there's a lot of leeway, but the consistency is super important for it to make sense to people. And you really don't want to lose your audience at all. So, all right, so we got Colonel Spitz that way. Oh, he's got 2 different colored eyes too. So we got to commit to that too. So the next line is keep your eyes open. Maybe we'll do a close-up of him. We'll say, keep your eyes open. Where's he at now? keep your eyes open. So he's kind of actually got a little bit of a football head. Kind of like something like this. And then his ears are all kind of crooked like this. So maybe he says keep your eyes open, which is kind of funny because he's got goofy eyes. Maybe he stands up. So then maybe we say, keep your eyes open. Or maybe we do two different panels. Maybe we do a close-up of his eyes. Oh, this is gonna look like shit. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody to watch me draw, but I think that when I get in here and finish the details of them, people might like it more. Maybe we'll do something like this. Oh, and we'll show his eye, his weird eye, too. And then the line is, keep your eyes open. Life is full of opportunities. Oops. He's like, kind of like. Maybe we do it like this. He's like this. I think he's going to have to be a little bit smaller. So let's shrink it down. Sorry. I like to work on little tiny versions of things. So that's kind of where we're at now. Let's stretch this out a little bit. See what we get. Yeah, that'll work. So you'd say keep your eyes open. And then so you could say, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Ooh, I don't know how to do the dialogue on this one. Maybe we say, maybe we thin it out. Say, keep your eyes open. And we do this. Ooh, how do you do this one? Or maybe it's just a face. I don't know. Well, anyway, behind him is his phone. Or maybe we do it underneath because his mouth is underneath. So maybe we'll do something like this. Ooh, this is kind of fun. I'm kind of having fun over here. I'm over here having fun over here, yo. You over here having fun? I will say, a couple days ago, I wore like a fitted t-shirt. And I've been, kind of working on my health. What's his mouth look like? This is like kind of like this. Keep your eyes open. God, I don't know where to put this. Maybe I'll look at my reference guide. I got like a guide on doing dialogue. Here it is. Let's see. Handbook for writers and letterers. So this is a nice little handbook for letterers, which is funny because when they put this out, they were getting so many submissions from aspiring aspiring comic book writers, and anyone there? What do you guys think? I see. Yeah, I say we just put it at the top, just so that people know where to look. So why don't we go ahead and do it like this? I can't be too hard on myself, you know. You got to learn at some point. So let's maybe do this in 2 panels. And the line is, the whole thing is too broad. Keep your eyes open. So this would be keep your eyes open. Or do we do this? Yeah, I guess that works. No. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. And then we could do another one, and then we could do this one here. For a wider shot, you would say, life is full of opportunities. Most of us don't know how to see them. Life is full of opportunities. That's not going to work. So you could say, actually, we could do a bubble here, and then we could say a bubble here as well. Ooh, got to work this one out. Okay, so then he's got his desk over here behind him. It's a rough one. Got to keep your eyes open. Life is full of opportunities. So actually, we put the opportunities at the bottom. Most of us. We'll just say most. Most don't know how to see them. Okay, we got something going on there. We'll say 2, panel 2. And then at that point, we'll say, we'll give them a phone. We'll give them a traditional phone, whatever. So we'll have him answering the phone like with his right paw. Spitz. Spitz. Spitz here. Spitz right here. Spitz, y'all. So do we do this one? Or is it better to just do this? Maybe he got one hand in his ear and the other one. And then maybe what we do is we kind of bring it down like this. So then his first line is alarm. And then it goes, excuse me for a moment. Oh, that's last panel. Excuse me. You know what's nice about all this dialogue is I don't have to draw in the spaces where the dialogue is. That's pretty important to figure out. Here we go. Yeah. So Spitz, excuse me for a moment. And then you say Colonel Spitz. Oops. So then he's also saying his name again, which is good. Colonel Spitz. And then the next one would be maybe down here. It goes, Colonel. Colonel. I'm looking at my docking log. My docking log. And a Rudrat transport ship. Okay, so this is a lot of dialogue. Transport ship will be arriving in 2 days. Then he might say, I'm not sure why you're calling me. Maybe we could do a wide shot of the crew of people here and him in at his office, and you might say, I'm not sure why you're talking to me. And so you would maybe do it right here. I know this is really tough. This is probably not that interesting, but this is where we're at in the process. Yeah, so you'd say, I'm not sure. So then this is the whole crew. Okay, so then we just do this in 3 panels. Okay, page 3. So really what we're looking at is left, right. Now we're on left, so now we're going to do the right page. And then the next one would be so maybe we do like a close-up of this guy. Maybe we show warning. Warning. Or maybe we show it on his face that he's worried. So you could say, sir. The data entry from the job bot. The crew came in contact with an entirely new species. And then maybe he says something like, nah, obviously that might be a mistake, but I figured I'd run it by you. Species. I wonder if that's the way they would talk, too. So this might actually turn into, maybe he puts his glasses up. He's like, sir, I don't really know what to do. Maybe he's got a headset. And he's looking at his own stuff. Maybe he's around others. It's like the docking area, so I don't know exactly what that'll look like, but something like this maybe. I'm dreaming real time, okay? This may not seem important now, but in, perpetuity? Is that what I want? No, for posterity. This could be Very, very important. Okay, so then we got that, sir. So we'll do that, and then let's bring this down a little bit. Maybe we do, well, you want to go left to right, so I'm not sure. All right, I'm not following all of Jack Kirby's stuff. Jack Kirby's been gone for a long time. Things are different, okay? Whoops. Sorry. So we'd say maybe intelligence, huh? And you would say, what else? You know, it's nice. I can build these, and then I can take them to the later stream and then do more detail on them in the later stream. So we'll see what happens. What else? That's it. Then we do this. I like when bubbles are like that. That's it. Should I send this up to ship vote? Okay, so then if we're on 1, 2, the next page is 3. Oh, that's too bad we couldn't get it on this page. Maybe we can fit it here. What if we do something right here? That'd be kind of cool, maybe. Say no. No. I'll handle this. I'll gather info then. So So we'd say, no, I'll handle this. So we'll just have Spitz right here talking. Ooh, comic books is harder than I thought because you got to build it around the page. So we got this. And so maybe I can do one more. And he'll say, okay, Colonel. So then you would say back to there. So maybe we go so we got another advisor saying, I don't even know what a kernel of popcorn is. So we'd say, sir, sir. You breaking protocol. So maybe we'll put that bad boy right here and he'll be like, sir. Sir, aren't you breaking protocol? And then he would say, oh, and this is the end of the scene. So he would have to say something kind of profound here. Aren't you breaking protocol? Maybe we'll break just another thing. Listen. So maybe we'll do this in 3 panels. He would say, this is just another... Whoa. I'll say this is probably nothing. No, because he should explain what he's trying to accomplish. Maybe there's another line in here. Maybe someone says, coming in contact. No, he shouldn't be able to say that. Aren't you breaking protocol? Yes. So maybe he just says yes. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. So aren't you breaking protocol? Yes. But, maybe he says yes, but. Maybe you do a close-up of him. He says, we don't want this Oh, so maybe he doesn't hold the phone to his head. Maybe he takes the call out loud. That might be the way to go. We don't want this to distract from our agenda. I'm sure this isn't important. Or we just do it like this, both of them. Then we got spits. Wham, 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 wham. Wham, wham, wham. Wham, wham, wham. Okay. So that would be the way to end it. So it'd actually be 1 page, 2 page. So maybe we got to do, we might have to do something so that the pages time out well. So we're like 5, 5. So I'll actually call this spits. What is this? This is, yeah, spits story. Okay. What's next for spits story? I like this process. We just got to get the layouts correct, and I think we'll be able to do pretty good. So let's take a look at what these would look like. This is the nice thing about them not being that detailed. What is this, 5 pages? So we go 1, 2, dang. 3, 4. Okay. So this is basically the layout. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad, not bad. And then we have a 5th one. So let's shrink all these down. I like looking at this. That's cool. So we got this and then this one. Now we're starting to actually look like a comic book, huh? So the problem is we want it to lay out correctly. So maybe we want to do one more page in here. This is pretty cool. This is a pretty good spot to be in. All right. I'm going to take a real quick break. Hey, kitty. What are you doing, kitty? I know what we'll do for the first page. We'll do a shot of the Cat Federation ship, like a wide shot, and then we'll do another wide shot to establish the inside of the office. So let's do something like, yeah, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. You're like, what is this? What the heck? So maybe what we'll do is, yeah, let's sketch this down. This actually took a lot fast. This did not take, this was way faster than I expected it to be. How long have I been streaming? Oh, it took about an hour. Wow. See, I will say this. When I work on the graphic novel, I feel like I go, like my life happens faster, if that makes sense. Like time definitely flies. All right, let's do this one. 4, 3, 3, 2. Okay, and then the 1. So maybe what we'll do, is we'll go to we'll put another layer here, and it will be, and we'll say like the Federation ship, and then we'll do a wide shot of the office. And we'll explain what it is. Yeah, something like that. That's not too bad. Nice. I like it a lot. All right, so then if we're doing Spitz intro, Spitz brings in Oliver Jammer. So this would be Spitz intro. So we'll call this intro. And so then let's bring in some of those pages for Spitz meeting up. Intro. Intro is just 6 pages maybe? Well, intro. So we'll call this 0. I wonder how the big boys do it, or the professionals. 5. Intro. And then the next one will be docking. So it'll be a docking scene. God, this is a mess. Maybe we'll find it in this one. Because there's a docking scene. Oh yeah, this dialogue is kind of all over the place. Exposition too. Maybe he does this call out loud. So yeah, we got to work on Colonel Spitz's conversation. God, you know what's interesting is that so there's another part of the story. Spitz meets up with the Rugrats, and then the decision on infections, hold his vote, turn his... Okay, so there's actually a conversation where he talks about reducing, or how to handle the response to the infection. So maybe what it is that he's got an agenda that he's trying to push and he wants people to stay on message. And so he's just like campaigning. He's more like a politician, I guess, in a way. I guess the dialogue from the call can be mixed into the actual conversation when they're in the ship. Yeah, that's the way we'll do it. Now the question for me is, do I want... So there's another story arc where he makes a decision on how to approach the infection. And they're just going to be sitting down talking again. Do they do it in the office? Do they do it... Why is everyone running through him? What is it? Goodness. Do I have that conversation? I might have it somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what Spitz... Well, I do know what he wants, but I'm not sure... A surveying mission, huh? You know what I'll do is let's go back to this set of panels and let's push these forward a little bit. This one's a tough one. Might have to borrow something from somewhere else. Now we're gonna have to cut this scene. So he's kind of got crooked ears and a football head. Yeah, he's going to have to do these calls out loud. And then maybe he just calls them himself. Interesting. I like how these have turned out, actually. Where are we at here? And what's it look like outside? All right, this has been pretty interesting. I'm actually going to insert this into the entire layout of the book. Or actually, we can probably print these out now, just to get the layout right. And then we'll put these in, put them into, okay, and then here's this one. Cool. This isn't too bad. And then as we get these going, I'll actually, you know what I'll do is I'll spend the early part of the day designing and writing, and then the end of the day, I'll start doing detail. Once I know that the exposition's correct. Yes, but, okay. So then let's go ahead and all right, y'all. I'm going to print these out, and then I'm going to go do a bike ride and then go do some more writing. Organize myself, and I'll be back. I'll be back. What did I do? I streamed for an hour? Not too bad. I'll be back doing more. I'm just doing this non